Hello, folks. We have the game between Beavercreek and Springboro starting a little late here. We will have Kent Jacobs today, but he's also running a little late, so we won't have play-by-play for the first few minutes of the game likely. Players have about 5 minutes to warm up here, and then the game will start. take a lap then. First period. Yep.
Yeah, they started a little bit later.
So Elsner got a goal on a power play, and then Murrow from Springboro just got one on a deflection.
penalty?
Yeah.
On who?
71, whoever 71 is.
Oh, okay. Harris, okay. Good evening, everybody, from the Springfield National Trails and Parks and Rec Department chiller. Welcome to Beavercreek Beavers Hockey. We're joining the action in progress and midway through the first period. My name's Kent Jacobs. We appreciate everybody joining us tonight. It's the first round game of the POD, or the Post-Ohio District Tournament. Of course, last weekend the Beavers were in the Ohio District Tournament and fell in their first game, and also lost their team captain Thomas Bush to a season-ending leg injury. And so this weekend the Beavers are partaking in this special postseason tournament called the Post-Ohio Districts, and they're going to see if they can come away with a championship this weekend. The score is 1-1, as you see on your computer screen there, as the Beavers, one goal scored by Alex Elsner, and the Springboro Panthers, their opponent this evening, a goal scored by Johnny Murrow. Right now the Panthers are on a power play. Beavers on a power play, I beg your pardon. As Caleb Harris is in the penalty box for a major penalty. There's 4:29 left in this first period. From the face-off, a shot by Carson Cox is wide of the mark. Beavers in their white sweaters and black trunks, and the Springboro Panthers in their kind of royal blue with purple. Back come the Panthers the other way. A check by Carson Cox. Nice play against Springboro's Dabrowski. And now back the other way. There's a stop made by the Springboro netminder. Max Halbolt is in net for Springboro. There's a minute and 35 left in the Beavercreek power play. And 3:05 left in the opening period. Elsner drops it off to Martin. Martin will dump in behind the Panthers net, and then the Panthers will empty it out back the other way. J.J. Lehman, right wing pass is too far ahead of Cox. Now Lehman tips it to center for Martin, and he has it swept away from him and back behind the net. There's 45 seconds left in the Beavercreek major power play. And it's all knotted up at one apiece. Elsner has it stripped away Huff tips it ahead, but the Panthers dump right back in. Duford will set it up there, but it's stolen away by Schroeder. Schroeder drops it back to the point, and then it's wrapped around the net. Beavers regain possession. Cox, rink wide, Lehman. Head manning, Washburn off his stick. Cox gets it back for the Beavers. Up for Huff, Owen Huff. Over the Panther line. Has it taken away by Tristan Schroeder. There's a shot up high over the Beaver net by Polcotti. There's a blast. That's off of a player in the slot. Panthers trying to wrap it around. Dabrowski trying to stuff it in from the left side of the net, but Duford will stonewall him right there and hold on to the puck. 1:08 to go in the first period. It's going to be Donahue against Dabrowski. From the draw, puck tipped behind the net in the Beaver zone. Joe Martin trying to clear. He does up for Washburn. Washburn to Martin. He's bumped into the corner. Washburn trying to hold it in, but he's flattened by a big shoulder check by Liam Hatton of Springboro. Back come the Panthers. Shot is gloved by Duford. And it was Chris Shearer who let that shot go. Just 33 seconds left in the opening period. Face-off left wing circle of the Beaver zone. Alex Elsner will square off with A.J. DeRosa. DeRosa, well, all the referee is picking up some debris near the Springboro bench, off of the ice surface. Now we're all ready to go. Alex wins the face-off for the Beavers, wraps it around back into the Springboro zone. Shearer back to get it for the Panthers. Shearer up ahead for DeRosa. DeRosa over the Beaver line. There's a shot gloved by Duford. That was off the stick of Schroeder as the puck had been poke-checked off the stick of A.J. DeRosa. 12 seconds left in the opening period. We're all knotted at one. First round of the Post-Ohio District Tournament from the National Parks Chiller in Springfield, Ohio. Shot by Joey Donahue, and Halbolt will stop that. He'll hold on to it. Four seconds left in period number one. Face off deep in the Springboro Panther zone. Down the way. And looks like Elsner got tossed out of the circle. Mason Washburn will take his place. And the buzzer sounds the end of the first period. It's been Alex Elsner for Beavercreek and Johnny Murrow for the Springboro Panthers. And after one at the first round of the pod, it's the Panthers and Beavers all knotted up at one apiece. And is chat open, do you know? I am going to, I'll let Jeff know when he gets back. I'm a dum-dum. I just figured out that You know, I always have to look over to you guys to look on the, try to squint on the little laptop screen to see if I can see. If I have the game on,
Yep. That's how we do it.
I can see it. Beavercreek. Hey, varsity hockey.
There you go.
This is it.
Yep.
So I don't know. I wanted to. I noticed.
If you go down, you can like that.
Oh.
You can see.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Here we go. So everybody, I am now wise on how to do this thing, the chat thing. Okay, we're going to catch up on the chats. Jay Haney. Do we know who Jay Haney is?
Yeah, those are Alex Elsner's family.
Oh, Alex Elsner's family?
They're family from Michigan.
Oh, here we go. In fact, if I would have looked at it, I would have seen it. Jay Haney says, "Let's go Creek, Alex's family from Michigan. Cheering you on." Thank you to whoever makes this possible. You're quite welcome, Jay Haney. Jay, if you want to give your first name, so we'll know, we'll be able to call you by name. Okay, here. Okay, so, and I wanted to catch up. A couple that I saw from last time that we didn't get on. Uncle Jan Huff is from Omaha, Nebraska. He told us that last game, and we didn't get it on. And Alexis, Joey Donahue's sister from Gulf Breeze, Florida. Want to say hello to her and Uncle Jan. We didn't get their message on last time, so but now I'm wise on how to keep up with these chats. So if you have a message or want to say hello to a player or say go so and so player, let me know, and I'm gonna be on top of it. We are starting the second period. 1-1 the score. Beavers play, is it tomorrow morning?
Yes. Maybe it is tomorrow afternoon. Yeah.
Tomorrow afternoon. Okay, there's a long shot in and out of the mitt of Halbolt. Oh, tomorrow afternoon at 1:50 p.m. against Westlake. And then tomorrow evening, 8:30 against Whitmer. Okay. That's Toledo Whitmer. There's a shot. Benny makes the stop. Beavers trying to come back. Puck off the stick of Huff. Polcati has it for Springboro. He shoots it on, and the save made by Duford. Here's Joey Donahue racing into the Panther zone, circling, trying to center it. It's off of a Springboro player. That was Polcati. Now a centering pass, but Washburn couldn't get a stick on it. Beavers hold in. Cox a shot. Stick save. Halbolt. Polcati will ice it. And the Panthers will get a line change. 13-12 to go in this opening period. And oh, thank you, Eva Rengering says, great to hear your voice. Well, thank you, Eva. That's very nice. I appreciate it. And it's great to be with you guys on a Friday night for some high school hockey. And hopefully the Beavers can win this pod tournament. Beavers clear their zone back for the Panthers is Garris. Garris to Shearer. Shearer dumps in. Beavers regain possession in their own end. Puck off a couple of sticks and now cleared, and that'll be an icing violation again against the Beavers. So, Jeff, do we know the outcome of the Alter-Troy game earlier?
Alter won 7-4.
7-4, Alter. So there's a shot wide. So obviously the Knights lost that second round game last week against, or in the district.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually the Alter game was actually really close. They were at one point. Troy was ahead in the third period.
Oh, really?
By a goal. Yeah.
Wow. So I'm told
It wasn't as lopsided as the final score.
the Troy Trojans held a lead in the third period against Alter, but the Knights storm back and win it 7-4.
But I think Troy got at least a point out of that game, or maybe even a point and a half.
Back come the Panthers, shot wide of the Beaver net. Here come the Beavers. There's a check on Huff, and Noble tips it ahead. Beavers regain possession, and it's shot in behind the Springboro net. Back come the Panthers, shot saved to forward, and the puck bounded from the end boards back in front, and Benny will pounce on it and hold on for a face-off. 11:22 left in the first period. 1-1 the score. Alex Elsner scoring for the Beavers, and for the Panthers it was Johnny Murrow. And anybody who might be tuning in from the Springboro contingent, we welcome you to Beavercreek Varsity Hockey. And as the Beavers carry in, that was Martin. He was checked from behind by DeRosa. DeRosa, nifty move. Now moves it along the right wing, and Schroeder had it taken away. Now Hatton at his own end for Springboro. Hatton gets it back. He and Shearer played catch with it. Now back for the Panthers. Schroeder, Tristan Schroeder, behind the Beaver net, trying to center it, and it's intercepted by netminder Duford, and Ben will hold on. 10:33 left in the second period. We are behind glass in the mezzanine level of the Springfield chiller. They have these chiller rinks, the National Trails, Parks, and Rec Department. They have several of these chillers in the state. We are emanating from Springfield, Ohio, northeast of Dayton. Now here's Elsner. Elsner checked. Harris had it. Harris lost it. Now Polcotti will shoot to the center red line. Taking the puck away, Elsner for the Beavers. There's a shot saved by Halbolt off the stick of Owen Huff. Huff again trying to get it down. He's on the ice. Elsner trying to get a whack at it. And there's a whistle. Halbolt has lost his helmet. Owen Huff gives him a pat on the shoulder saying, nice effort. Wow, for a second there, great effort by Owen Huff as he was down on the ice and trying to take a whack at it. We have a message from Eva Ringring again. She says maybe interview Thomas and Danny this weekend. Well, I certainly, here's a face-off shot, and it's wide from the stick of Riley Hansen. That's something that I had in my mind as well, that, especially with Thomas not playing, we'll try to see if we can get a hold of him and Danny Pearl and get interviews for both of them. I spoke to Thomas's family at the state district game last weekend, and his mom was saying, hey, are you going to interview Thomas? Well, yeah, we'd love to interview Thomas. We have to do that. So I'll try to get a message to Coach Gutterman to tell Thomas and Danny Pearl that we want to talk to them. Trying to get around Hatton was Riley Hansen, but there's a check and a whistle, and we check from behind. And I think, is that going to be on the Panthers? I think it's on Grady Hatton, or Liam Hatton. I'm sorry, Grady Hatton is a baseball player from a long time ago. Liam Hatton, he was a senior Springboro Panther. Check from behind as Riley Hansen tried to make a play on the puck, and he got hit into the boards. And Jay Haney says a true team captain. That is for Thomas Bush. That is exactly right. Thomas, great job this season as the team captain. 5-minute major on the Springboro Panthers. Liam Hatton. Beavers a chance, shot wide of the mark. Another shot hits off the side of the Panther net. Elsner trying to center it, leaves it for Donahue in the corner. Joey Donahue, Carson Cox. Cox for Elsner, trying to get a tip. Checked by Polcotti and cleared away. Four and a half to go in the Burrow penalty. 8:14 left in the period. 1-1 the score. Elsner trying to tip it in front. In the corner now, Donahue. Donahue centers, and it's off the stick of Hansen. Boy, he would have had a chance right in the slot, but it skipped off his stick blade, and the Panthers cleared away. 4 minutes left in the power play. Another rush by the Beavers with the man advantage. Hansen trying to get around Shearer. Hansen behind the net. Taking a look. Back to the point. Cox. Shot in front. Blocked by Shearer. Off to the right wing boards. And Donahue has it there for the Beavers. Rink wide. Cox. Centers. Elsner. It's off his stick. Owen Huff back for Hansen, back to Owen, back Carson Cox. Donahue to Huff, and he tried a one-timer, but the puck skipped off of his stick blade. He didn't get good wood on. Now Hansen a shot, and Elsner trying to get a deflection, but it's wide. Another shot wide of the mark by the Beavers. They're putting a lot of pressure on the Springboro net. Hansen, Donahue in the corner. Joey Donahue behind the net. He has Huff in front. Oh, but Joey lost his edge and goes down to one knee, and Polcotti of Springboro clears it away. 2.5 to go in the penalty. Beavers another rush coming this way. Donahue passes for Hansen. Shot steered aside by Max Halbolt, who's the team captain as well as the goalkeeper, and the puck glances off the big paddle stick of Halbolt and up over the glass for a face-off. It's Elsner against Garris. There's a shot, and it's tipped wide by Elsner, and the Panthers clear it away. Carson Cox, alternate team captain. Up for Alex Elsner. Elsner trying to shake off one of the Panthers, but he gets poke checked. Now here's a shorthanded chance for the Panthers, but the Beavers are able to come away with it. And there's a trip, and there's nothing, no call on that. Well, I don't know. If I saw it, is it my imagination? Yeah. Well, okay. Hanson centers. Donahue! He scores! Joey Donahue set up by Riley Hanson, and the Beavers a power play goal, and they lead it 2-1. A terrific rifle shot by Joey Donahue on a nice setup by Hanson. Power play goal, Beavers lead it 2-1. And because that penalty on the Panthers was a major penalty, the balance of the penalty is not cleared off the board. On a major penalty, the team is the penalized team is shorthanded for the entire 5 minutes. So the Beavers still on a power play for another minute 10 seconds. And I have to say, they really did an outstanding job of keeping the puck in the attacking zone. And there's a return pass. Oh, and Donahue just misses again off the side of the net. And now Morgan will clear it for the Panthers. Another big chance. And that's puck hit with a high stick is what the official called. And with 50 seconds left in the power play, 4:39 to go in the period, there will be a face-off. Back in the Beaver zone, puck hit off the high stick of a Beaver player. From the face-off, back comes Beavercreek. Riley Hanson centering. Donahue tip. Howbold, it's off of his mitt. Hanson gets it back. Hanson. Donahue, it's off his stick. Shearer intercepts and clears away. J.J. Lehman with 15 seconds to go in the power play opportunity. Beavers one more rush with a man advantage. Here comes Hanson. Hanson behind the net. Hanson drops back to Cox. Shot, and Elsner trying to get a tip on it, but it's wide, and the penalty's killed off. Here's Donahue, a shot, and that's blocked in front. Donahue again. Save Howbolt. And the rebound is tipped away by Polcotti of Springboro. Back for the Panthers is Morgan. And a shot and the save by Duford. Beavers lead it 2-1. 3:28 left to go in period number 2. From the face-off, back in the Beaver zone, back comes Beavercreek. In the white sweater, shot by Howbolt, and Max will hold on. Of course, Max Howbolt of the Panthers, well acquainted with several of the Beaver players as they all participate on the the Dayton Nugs pre- and postseason practice league, for lack of a better term, practice league games, or team or practice league. And there's a shot and a save. Oh. So on that Beavercreek goal, it was Donahue assisted by Hansen and Lehman. So J.J. Lehman got an assist on that as well. We mentioned how the centering pass was by Hansen. There's a shot, and Howell-Bolt, and then as Alex Elsner was going for a drive-by, he was trying to tip that but it just got past him, and Howell-Bolt was screened. Howell-Bolt was screened by Elsner, but he had his sights on it when it left the stick, so he was able to catch it. Loose puck centered, and they score! Donahue again from Washburn. How about that? And the Beavers lead it 3-1. Joey Donahue, and the Beavers now lead it 3-1. From the face-off at center ice. Beavers come back. Donahue, checked by Polcotti. Joey still has it. Donahue now lost it to center. Beavers have to retreat. There's Ryan Polcotti. Polcotti for the Panthers. Pass up ahead for Dabrowski. Dabrowski will dump it in the Beaver zone down at the other end. 1:45 left in the period. Shot wide of the Beaver goal. Panthers dump right back in with 1.5 to play in the period. There's a whistle, as there was some shoving going on. Blake Morgan of the Panthers. And there's going to be a face-off on the Beavercreek side of the neutral zone at center. Beavers come away with it, but taken away by Shearer to Dabrowski. Dabrowski for the Panthers. He's bumped off the puck as he entered the zone. And here comes Isaac Graham for the Beavers, and he has his pocket picked. Shearer of Springboro, and he's in turn has it stolen away by Elsner. Then Elsner has it taken away by DeRosa. DeRosa, shot, and it's gloved by Duford, and with 46 seconds left in the second period, there will be a face-off in the Beavercreek zone. Camden Garris takes the draw for Springboro, but the Beavers win it. Puck loose along the right wing boards, held in by Marsden of Springboro. He wraps it around to the left wing side, but the Beavers clear it. Back is Chris Shearer of Springboro. To A.J. DeRosa, up for Garris. Cam Garris. He'll backhand it into the Beaver zone, where it's played by the Beavers' J.J. Lehman. Lehman up for Donahue. It's past him, and played by the Panthers. Garris for Baber. Dumps behind the Beaver net, and the buzzer sounds the end of the second period. It was a good one for the Beavers, as after 2 periods of play at the National Parks Chiller in Springfield, Ohio, the Beavers lead the Springboro Panthers 3-1. For Beavercreek?
Yeah.
And that's total, right? Okay. So Jeff unofficially has Beavercreek out shooting Springboro 17-14 for the game so far. And we will recap the scoring. For Springboro, they in the first period, Johnny Murrow, assisted by A.J. DeRosa and Liam Hatton. And the Beavers' first period, Alex Elsner scored a goal, assisted by Donahue and Cox. Second period, Beavers 2 goals, both scored by Joey Donahue. And the first one assisted by Riley Hansen and J.J. Lehman. Did we get assists on that last goal? Oh, okay, so we'll get assists on that second goal of the period for the Beavers soon. But so that is how we stand after 2 periods. Is Beavercreek 3 and Springboro 1. Again, going over this post-Ohio District Tournament. I'm going to get my water open. Let's talk about this tournament a little bit. Again, our chat is open. If anybody wants to say hello, then we'll get you on. And since I now am keen to what I need to do, which is put the game on my phone, so I can see the chats as they come in. I don't have to try to get it off the laptop that Jeff and Cherie are running the game on. I'm very slowly getting a little bit more wise to all these gadgets. But again, my name is Kent Jacobs. We appreciate you joining us.
Thomas is here to interview.
Oh, hey! I hope that Eva is listening. We have a visitor, and it's Thomas Bush. So we'll go over the pod tournament as the third period comes along. But we have a visitor. Hey! So folks and everybody listening, we're pleased to have with us the team captain and the leading scorer of the Beavers, the Hitman, Thomas Bush. Now, Thomas, guys my age will remember Thomas the Hitman Hearns, one of the big-time boxers, welterweight and middleweight boxers back in the 80s. That's where you get your nickname, by the way.
I think I heard something about that. I wasn't sure.
So that's where that came from. But Thomas, give us first of all an update on what happened and your prognosis and everything. What did they tell you?
Well, I got hit a little late in the game versus Thomas Worthington, but fell back on my right leg and it basically folded under me, so I broke my my right fibula on the play. And then they said they're gonna try to get an MRI to look for ligament damage, but they haven't done that yet. So I don't even know if they're gonna do that now because it's been 6 days. But I'm out for the year, obviously, and then I can't play for the Nugs AA team either for the rest of the season. And I'm in this boot for 8 weeks, and I'm basically on crutches for 6 to 8 weeks. They don't want me walking on it at all. It's all swollen, and it stinks, but it's whatever, you know.
Tell me, I recall earlier in the season, of course, there was the injury on Alder on there, and then I remember, I think it was the first Talawanda game where you went down for a little bit. Were either of those injuries have anything to do with your leg?
The Alter game was a hit to the head. I got hit in the head. I was shaken up for a bit. It was the second game versus Talawanda. I know what you're talking about. It was second game versus Talawanda where we won at home 6-4. It was basically in the first period. It just made a move around a guy. Puck ended up near the behind the net, and I got hit pretty nice from the side. It was a clean hit, but I just went awkwardly on my knee into the board, and it was my right knee, but it didn't have anything to do with this. This was like this was really low on my leg. This was really low on my right fibula, so those didn't factor into it at all. It's just I guess I get targeted quite a bit from other teams when I'm going down, so I mean I'm more prone to injuries, so.
Well, and that makes sense. I mean, anytime you're dealing with a opposing team's lead scorer, you're going to get a lot more attention. Let's turn a little bit more to you personally. Tell us what your plans are as you're a senior this year. What do you think you're going to be doing? You're going to be heading to college this fall?
Yeah. Still waiting on. I applied for early action to Ohio State. I'm still waiting on what they have to say. I think I should. I'm fairly confident I'll be fine in getting in, but we'll see. I'm into Arizona State, and I've been looking there. I took a tour there in September, and I love the campus and stuff. I got a nice amount of scholarship money from them as well, and my parents are also pushing for the 2 years at Sinclair and then transfer to maybe Arizona State or Ohio State. And I honestly wouldn't mind doing that because I know a lot of my friends. I would still be local, and it would be fun, but just never know. Still haven't made up my mind. Still don't know what Ohio State's going to say, so we'll see.
If Ohio State, if you would be accepted there, would you try to play on their their D2 club team?
Yeah, I would try to play for their ACHA team for sure. I know I would try to play for Arizona State, one of their ACHA teams if I went there, and if I went to Sinclair for 2 years, I would for sure try to play for that Dayton ACHA D2 team, anything to just keep playing the sport. I love it too much to give it up. So.
Now, what team would you be playing if you go to Sinclair?
I would be playing on the UD team, the UD ACHA.
Oh, boy, that would be fantastic. Yeah. Jeff, that would be fantastic. He's not listening. He's saying if he goes to Sinclair, he could play for UD on their ACHA team. Wouldn't that be awesome? Because we do their games, Thomas. We do their games, UD's. So that would be fantastic. So, but and no matter where you go, do you have any idea what you'd like to study?
I need to get a degree in mechanical. It's a pretty cool. It's a pretty cool profession. I did some research on it for a couple of days, and originally I was thinking like, oh, some type of engineer, and I never really looked into it. And then I saw this thing about forensic engineering and really delved into it, and it seemed really unique to me, and it seemed really neat, and I don't hear a lot about it, so it interests me.
Now, enlighten us a little bit. We've still got a few minutes. Forensic engineering. Can you tell us a little bit? What would you be doing?
Basically a forensic engineer. So if there's a malfunction in a piece of machinery, you retrace the steps of how that machine went defunct, and you basically can present in like a court of law, like what if someone's to blame or why they would be to blame and stuff like that.
Okay, well, that would be very interesting. And well, as you look back on your time here at Beavercreek, what are some of your thoughts that you'd like to pass along to everybody as far as your 4 years here? Any some of your favorite memories and maybe some teammates that you really enjoyed playing with? Just kind of reflect for a couple moments about your time here.
It's definitely been the best 4 years of my life playing hockey. I mean, the team they welcome you with open arms, and it's really fun. It's like a little family. At school, we're like a little clique, I guess, because we all walk around, and everyone thinks that like we're exclusive and we just like we're too good for them, but that's not it at all. It's just we love each other so much that we want it, like that's who we want to be next to at school. That's who we want to walk around with. That's who we want to talk to. So we got a great sense of camaraderie on this team that you don't really get to see on many other teams in any sport, really. It's really something special to see, and no matter the skill level every year, no matter what kind of talent we have, the team always plays with heart. Doesn't matter who you're playing, it always matters how we play. So it's been a joy. And then Riley Hansen, I played with him when we were little, so when he got on the team, I was super excited. And so I'll always love having been his line mate, and I'll miss playing with him for sure. It kind of pains me to see them playing out there and know that I can't be out there with them right now. And then especially Ben Duford, I've played with him for 11 straight years now. I'm the skater and he's the goalie, and we're very good friends, best buddies, and I'm going to miss that. Hopefully, maybe I end up playing with him again somehow in the future.
Well, he's wanting to try to go to UD if you guys could play on their team.
Yeah, I mean, that would be cool for sure, but never know. Never know what's going to happen in the future, so I'm just grateful for everything I've been given.
When did you start playing? When you were young?
Yeah, I started playing hockey when I was like 4. It was about when we moved to Ohio from Raleigh, North Carolina. We moved here, and my parents tried to get me into soccer, and my dad said all I would do is lay on the grass and make grass fairies the whole time. So he said no one in my family had ever played hockey before until me. So we just threw me in it, and I was like, I picked up on it, and I loved it. So.
Okay, and tell us a little bit, since you were a team captain, how do you feel about the development of some of our new players this season?
I think Isaac Graham has made like tremendous like leaps and bounds to get better. Isaac, he'll be out at that little shooting pad we have at the high school in the fall. He was out there like almost every day after school. I mean, he puts in a lot of work, so I really want to see him succeed, and I love seeing JJ Lehman succeed, because JJ, he's probably only played hockey for 18 months, and you wouldn't even be able to notice by looking out there. You know, everything will come in time with like the hockey IQ and everything to that sorts, but that kid's going to be really good at hockey if he keeps loving it.
All right, that's been Beaver team captain and lead scorer Thomas Bush. Thomas, we certainly appreciate you joining us here in this intermission.
Thank you.
Best of luck, and certainly try to come up if you're in town at some point, and come up and see us next season. Best of luck, and we hope we see you on the rink.
No matter where I go for college, I'll definitely be watching every game on that fall break and winter break, so it'll be fun.
All right, Thomas Bush. We appreciate Thomas joining us here in the intermission of the second period. Well, the puck has been dropped, and we're back underway in the third and final period. Beavers lead at 3-1. See you, Thomas. So again, the scoring summary, it's been Alex Elsner and then 2 goals by Joey Donahue for Beavercreek, and for Springboro, it's been Johnny Murrow, and that's the scoring so far. Again, the Beavers in the white sweaters, black trunks, the Springboro Panthers in the blue and purple. There's Carson Cox, drops it back to Washburn, shot blocked, another shot, and Max Halbolt will make the stop. And Nancy Jeske, we're glad to hear from her, glad to hear from you. Nancy says, glad to see Thomas up and moving. Heal well, Thomas. That's from Nancy Jeske. And if our chat's open, anybody wants to get in a message, we'll get that on for you. We're 1 minute into the third period, and the Beavers lead it 3-1. First round game of the pod. Nice play by Carson Cox to just pick the pocket of Frank Noble. Riley Hansen, he shakes off Wells of Springboro. Puck shot back in behind the Beaver net. Played there by Hansen. Up for Huff, but stolen by Polcati, centers, and it's stolen away by Elsner. Now a shot by the Panthers, and a save made by Duford. Loose puck, Wells. Wells stripped by Hansen. Puck pops up in the air. Owen Huff comes away with it. Owen Huff, he's checked by Polcati. As they play hot potato with the puck. Now Riley Hansen will dump in the Springboro zone. Back come the Panthers. Shot turned away by Duford. Centering pass deflected to Carson Cox of the Beavers. Over for Washburn. Puck ahead of him. Panthers dump back in. Panthers, nice move by Dabrowski. Shot, saved by, in fact, that was Schroeder, not Dabrowski. Schroeder the shot, saved by Duford. From the face-off, Lehman passes to Martin, and he'll shovel it in the Springboro zone, but it's icing. Clock stopped with 12:04 to play in regulation. And Beavers next in action at 1:50 approximately. Tomorrow afternoon, right here. Here's a centering pass or a shot that Murrow, it was too high for him to get a tip on. He had the left side of the net open if he could have gotten a piece of that puck. DeRosa moves it up, but there's a whistle, and Schroeder hits the ice for Springboro. And apparently the play was offside. One of the Springboro players is talking things over with one of the officials. That's A.J. DeRosa, team captain. Whether they wanted a tripping penalty on that last play, but it was an offside, I think, before the trip took place. And J.J. Lehman almost hits one off the official, but he ducks in time. And the puck caroms off the right side wall down the ice for icing against Beavercreek. Elsner takes on Garris. Alex wins the face-off. Lehman tips the puck in the corner. Baber drops it back to the point. Ooh, Elsner trying to chip it ahead for a breakaway, but unable to. Now the puck hops over the stick of Ryan Polcotti and down the ice. Just over 11 minutes to play in the third period. Here's Baber in front, and a shot, save, rebound, and Baber had a big chance but couldn't get his stick on it on the rebound. And then the puck is cleared up over the Beaver bench and out of play, and it'll be a face-off. Big chance for the Panthers a moment ago. Save kicked out by Duford, and Peyton Baber had a big chance to try to jam in the rebound, but it hopped over his stick. Beavers lead at 3-1. They're in the white sweaters and black trunks. The Purple Panthers are out there in their blue and purple and gray and white. Nice move and a shot blocked by Hansen. As that was Shearer who made a nice move for Springboro. Now Riley Hansen the other way. Hansen backhander, and it's high and wide. Nice poke check by Cox to break up Shearer. Donahue trying to start back. Here comes Joey Donahue trying to get a screenshot away. It's wide. There's another tip in front, and it's just wide of the net. Another whack at it by Hansen. Hansen trying to center it, and it deflects off a stick to the right wing side. And the Panthers clear it. Back is Cox of Beavercreek. Carson off the left wing boards for Joey Donahue. Joey, a long shot from center and a stick save by Max Haubolt. Haubolt spelled Hauboldt. There's a nice play by the Beavers' Joe Martin to break up Shearer. Riley Hansen starts out, and he's bumped from behind by Murrow. Beavers dump in. Haubolt behind the net to set it up. Now Elsner trying to dig it free for the Beavers. Elsner wraps around, shot, he scores! Alex Elsner, his second of the game as he dug the puck free in the corner, was able to work his way in front, and a quick wrist shot gives the Beavers a 4-1 lead. And that could be the backbreaker right there with 8.5 to go in regulation. We have some more feedback on our Thomas Bush interview from Tony Vanderboss. Tony with an I, so I assume it's a she.
Yep, that's Terry's sister.
Oh, okay. Terry's sister. I should know that. I didn't know her last name. Okay.
So her son will be a freshman next year playing for Beavercreek.
Her son will be a freshman? Yep. Drew. Okay, well, we'll look forward to that name. But Tony says Thomas is a class act. So I'm sure that Thomas and his family will probably be able to see this later on YouTube. And we just want to make sure we got that message on from Tony. Thomas, a class act. And we appreciate Thomas coming up to join us. We're going to miss him. The Hitman. And Beavers up now 4-1. It's been 2 goals each by Elsner and Donahue. Now a centering pass and they score! Great play by Morgan to Harris. And the Panthers cut the Beavercreek lead to 4-2. As that was Caleb Harris with the goal, and the setup was by Blake Morgan. Did we get any assists on nothing? Okay. And I spilled water on my clipboard and got my rosters all wet. Then am I putting? There's another shot. The save. Rebound is loose, and as Dabrowski slid into the Beavercreek crease behind Dufour, but Benny kept it out of the net.
Well, it looks like they were a little concerned, so they finally sent it.
Oh, goal 3 was 8 and 17. Okay. So it's 4-2. Did we get anything on
Not yet.
Alex's? No. Okay. So we did get an update on the assist on that Donahue's goal. That was unassisted. Okay. So. Okay. And Springboro's. I think it was. I know it was from 4. I don't know if anybody else got an assist on it. Here is Lehman trying to get it out, and it's held in. No, it's not held in by Hatton. Delayed offside. The Panthers had to retreat. Now Owen Huff for the Beavers. Owen centers, backhander by Washburn is wide. 6:20 to go. Beavers lead at 4-2. Here's a centering pass, and Murrow trying to get a whack at it, but it's deflected to the corner. Now Riley Hansen for the Beavers. Hansen stops on right wing. Hansen has it taken away, but Carson Cox takes it right back and dumps behind the Panther net with 6 minutes to go.
I thought it was like just a hit, no, that was a shot. And I wasn't watching it. And then I noticed it. So it must have been up long enough because Steve texted me to say I think the scores wrong. And then
Carson Cox clears the puck back off the boards down behind the Panther net. Icing waved off. Chasing the puck back behind the Beaver net is Carson Cox. Cox up for Graham. It's past his stick down the ice, and it's icing on Beavercreek with 5:05 to go. Oh, 71-46, okay. So final official clarification on that Springboro goal. It was Caleb Harris, number 71, assisted by number 4, Blake Morgan, and number 6, Peyton Baber. From the draw in the Beaver zone, shot! Knocked down by Duford as he knocked that down with the blocker head high, and he's able to cover it up before a couple of Panthers came in on it. From the draw, Owen Huff starts out for the Beavers. Huff, and as he carries in, we've got, it looks like one of the Beaver players was in offsides. 4:52 to play, third and final period from the Springfield 4-2. Riley Henson will dump in. Howbolt lets it free. Beavers trying to hold it in. Hansen Over for Cox. Cox trying to throw it in front. It's off the corner boards, and the Panthers get it out. Now Carson Cox will dump back in. For the Panthers, being checked at center was Noble. Loose puck Hansen for Beavercreek. Right wing pass Cox, up ahead Huff. Owen Huff over the Panther line. He'll slide it in behind the net. Puck dumped in behind the Panther net. Halbolt sets it up. 3.5 to play. Now Joe Martin for the Beavers steals the puck away. He's fighting for it with Morgan. Back come the Panthers. Nice play on defense by Riley Hansen. Loose puck Carson Cox. Up ahead Martin. Joe Martin for the Beavers. Shoots behind the net. It's played there by Hatton. He clears up to the blue line for Springboro. Behind the back pass for Morgan by Murrow. Murrow gets it back. He's poke checked. Now trying to stick handle through was Chris Shearer, but finally has it taken away, and the Beavers shoot down the ice. Played by Ryan Polcotti. Polcotti. Up ahead now to DeRosa. A.J. DeRosa. He's poke checked by Cox. Carson Cox for the Beavers. They'll dump it in the opposite corner of the Springboro zone. Centering pass broken up. Now Cox. Shot, and that's blocked. Carson gets it back. For Huff, a left wing. Huff trying to throw the puck in front. It carries over to the corner. Under 2 minutes to go. Loose puck picked up by Donahue. Joey Donahue will dump in. Donahue chases it down. Joey back for Huff. Shot on goal, and the save made by Halbolt. Clock stopped, 1:41 to play. Keep an eye on Max Halbolt to see if he heads to the bench for an extra attacker for Springboro. They're down by 2 goals. Shot wide by Huff. Panthers have it. There's a shot saved Dufour, and I'm surprised Halbolt has not left the rink surface yet. Garris plays it back, and then no movement from Halbolt. I'm very surprised. I don't know. If I were a coach, and I'm no coach, but if I were a coach, I would be very aggressive at pulling the goalie for the extra attacker early. Still no movement, so maybe they're not going to do that. You expose your goal and make an empty net, but it's really your best chance to try to score 1 or 2 goals late. Beavers have it. A tip, Halbolt down. Half a minute to play. Back come the Panthers. They trail it by 2. Shearer centers, and it's off Harris, a backhander that's wide. Now Cox will shoot in on goal, played by Halbolt. 10 seconds to go. Now a centering pass. Halbolt at the side of the net, and he's able to cover it with 5.9 seconds to go. Jeff, does that not surprise you? They don't pull their goalie with the minute and a half, 2 minutes to go, down by 2 goals.
And get it in deep and then pull the goalie.
Yeah, shoot, they had it. They had it down here.
Or get a whistle, yeah.
I don't know. That's just me, I guess. I don't know. If I were 2 goals down, here's the puck dropped, and it carries off to the corner, and the buzzer sounds the end of the game. Final score, Beavers 4 and Panthers 2. Finish my thought. No, if I was a coach and I was down by 2 goals, I pull the goalie with like 4 minutes to go. I mean, what the heck? I mean, you know. So the Beavers move on in the pod as they win it this evening 4-2 as the two teams line up. As we'll do a little quick post-game wrap-up. Let's review the scoring. First period, it was Springboro's Johnny Murrow, assisted by A.J. DeRosa and Liam Hatton. And then for Beavercreek, it was Alex Elsner, assisted by Joey Donahue and Carson Cox. And after one, it was 1 apiece. Second period was all Beavers as Joey Donahue, the Joey Donahue show in that second period, he scored twice. The first goal assisted by Riley Hansen and J.J. Lehman, and the second goal assisted by Mason Washburn and Joe Martin. And after 2 periods of play, it was Beavers 3, Springboro 1. And in the third period, Alex Elsner, his second of the game unassisted, made it 4-1. And to round out the scoring for the game for Springboro, a great play as Blake Morgan took a pass from Peyton Baber, and then Morgan spotted teammate Caleb Harris cutting in the slot. He got it right to him, and he just he had to do, Harris, is just tap it in as the play had to forward off on the left post. The pass was off to the right side of the slot, and Harris just had a tap in, and that was a nice play by the Panthers, and that cut the lead to 4-2, and that's where things wound up as the Beavers move on 4-2 the final. So record-wise, where are we at? 23 wins?
22 wins, 4 losses, and 3 ties.
22, 4, and 3.
Win one of the next 3 games, they tie the all-time record. If they win 2 of the next 3, they break the all-time record for wins in a season.
So I'm informed by Jeff, our stat liaison and team historian.
And pen wrangler.
pen supplier and producer.
Renaissance man.
Jeff tells me if the Beavers win one of these last 2 games in the pod, they'll tie the all-time team record for wins in a season at 23, and obviously if they win twice this weekend, they'll break the all-time team record for wins in the 26 years of Beavercreek hockey. 25 years. So if that would happen, that would be a great feather in the hat. I know that the boys would like to have won a Swashel tournament championship and won a district state tournament game. Either one or both of those would have been great accomplishments they'd like to have had, but things didn't quite turn out that way. But they do have a chance to set an all-time record for wins in a season, so I'm sure the guys would love to see that happen as this 21-22 season comes to a close. Let's go over 3 stars for the game. Do we have final shots?
I've got 26 to 21, 26 in favor of Beavercreek.
Okay, so unofficially, Beaver Creek out shooting Springboro 26-21. So let's go over some 3 stars. Let's give our number 3 star of the game to Beaver goaltender Benny Duford. Benny stopping 19 of 21 shots for the game. And the number 2 star, let's give that to, wow, this is a toss-up. No, we're going to give the number 2 star to Alex Elsner. Alex with 2 goals in the game. And the number 1 star, Joey Donahue. Alex and Joey both had 2 goals, but Joey also had an assist. So he had 3 points for the game. Alex had 2. So that gives the nudge to Joey for our number 1 star of the game for the Beavers. So again, the 3 stars, Benny Duford, number 3, Alex Elsner, number 2, Joey Donahue, the number 1 star. And the hard hat, let's give that to Carson Cox, do you think? He really made a number of nice plays on defense. Of course, all the defensemen played very well. Joe Martin, J.J. Lehman, everybody played very well tonight on defense. A strong game by everybody involved this evening. So a nice overall effort for the Beavers in this first round of the Post-Ohio District Tournament this Friday evening. So we'll wrap things up and we will get ready for tomorrow afternoon. Was I on camera? So I'm talking to the ice. I'm sorry, folks, if I ignored you. As I was talking to him. So we'll wrap things up tomorrow afternoon, 1:50 p.m. Eastern time. It'll be the Beavers against the Westlake, and that's at Cleveland. I know that's Cleveland. My sister, or one of my sisters, is a nurse. She's a traveling nurse. She lives in Pittsburgh, and she goes to Cleveland 3 days a week. I mean, she stays overnight, 2 nights. But Westlake is where she says her hospital is. So I guess it must be the same thing. So Cleveland Westlake High School tomorrow at 1:50. It's a split doubleheader day tomorrow. As after that, the Beavers will return to chiller ice at 8:30 in the evening against Toledo Whitmer. If I'm not mistaken, they played Whitmer in the preseason. Is that right? Did they beat them? I guess they beat them. So I don't know anything about Westlake, but so hopefully the Beavers can go 2-0 tomorrow and set the wins record. And then Sunday they'll play sometime, depending on the results. So turn on Beavercreek varsity hockey at 8:50 in the morning and just leave it on all day, and pretty soon, sooner or later, we'll pop up. So, okay, so we'll wrap things up and head on home from Springfield. So, speaking for videography, Cherie Champagne, and producer-engineer Jeff Duford, Kent Jacobs again, final score, Beavers 4 and the Panthers 2 until tomorrow afternoon. Good night, everybody, from the champion city of Springfield, Ohio. Did you know that? They call themselves the champion city. That's right. So until good afternoon, or good night until tomorrow afternoon.